I spent the last 22 years of my career gathering evidence to answer this question. Disease is a natural part of all populations, and disease transfer occurs between all populations that interact. The key point is not whether disease transfer occurs. Instead, we need to know whether disease transfer impacts wild fish populations. The first time this was addressed was the federal government of Canada instituted a federal inquiry into the decline of the Fraser River sockeye salmon. Sockeye salmon are one of the most iconic species in Canada, and runs could be up to 30 million fish in a single river in a single year sometimes. But populations were low in 2009, and so they started this inquiry, spent about 35 million Canadian, and came up with a final report that considered all the different variables. Probably the most independent thing possible. Conclusion related to salmon farms was data presented during this inquiry did not show that salmon farms were having a significant impact or significant negative impact on Fraser River sockeye. So that was in 2012 when that final report went out. Justice Cohen, the leader of that inquiry, also said we needed more data to be sure of those results. So to address questions about that, last year I teamed up with fish health professionals from the west coast of North America, from Alaska down to California. And we explored this, looking 15 years later. We published our findings in the peer-reviewed scientific journal, Aquaculture, Fish, and Fisheries. And to quote our findings, the evidence better supports the conclusion that pathogens transmitted from farm salmon are having no more than minimal impact on wild Pacific salmon populations. So our findings from last year were pretty much the same as the findings of the independent Cohen Commission from 2012. Salmon farms have no more than minimal impact on wild salmon populations.